I was born and raised in Southeast Fresno and still live in Fresno and grew up very humble. My family worked in the fields, picking grapes. My dad worked in a warehouse. My mom and dad, was an interracial marriage. My mother's Latina, my father's Norwegian. And growing up in the 60s, it was kind of different because there wasn't very many interracial marriages like there are nowadays. And so growing up was kind of difficult because sometimes I was too brown to be white and too white to be brown, and so I wasn't accepted by either group sometimes. And so but I think that strengthened me because it showed me that to judge somebody by their heart, not by the color of their skin. As far as school goes, I was not a very good student. As a matter of fact, if you talk to my teachers, they'd probably say I was a throwaway kid. And that kind of drove me to be successful when I started my college at Fresno City College, because I remember one of the teachers telling one of my friends, it's like, why is he going to school? He'll never make it. Well, growing up poor doesn't mean I didn't have a good upbringing. I had a lot of fun with my family. I mean, we eat beans every day, and I still eat beans every day if I can. But it really connects me to the youth that I work with now and the communities that I work with now. I can really relate, appreciate, and connect with underserved communities. Growing up, watching TV, I never saw anybody who looked like me taking vacations or going to the forest. And so I never dreamed or thought of natural resources or the Forest Service. And it wasn't until I applied for a job with the Forest Service that I even knew it existed. And so it was something new to me, not only to me, but my neighborhood, my family, and everybody that found out that, wow, I was going to be a Forest Service employee. Generation Green is a lot of my heart. And what I mean by that is the kids that we work with are kids that come from underserved communities like I did. These are kids that come from poor families like I did. These are kids that, with a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of love, the sky's the limit. And so I see a lot of myself in these kids that I work with, and that's what makes it so special to me. And it's a program where you can be in it in kindergarten, and you can be in it when you're a professional. And so a lot of our kids do that, K through 8 environmental education, and they stay with it to the leadership component in high school, and then on to college, and then come to work for us. And for me, the exciting part is seeing them be successful, buying homes, getting married, having kids, they own a piece of the rock. Within Generation Green, we have a motto. It's one vision to connect youth with the outdoors, one goal to empower youth through Generation Green, and one family. Even though we live hundreds of miles away, we all still have the same issues in underserved communities. So we are one vision, one goal, one family. We are Generation Green.